Happy New Year. All right, guys. Well, let's have some fun today. Hope everyone's having the best day of their entire lives. Let's dive into today's coaching call. Max Hendricks, what's going on, big dog?
What's happening, Brian? I've got a boosted ad when you and I and Janelle were all chatting, and so I got one finally that's doing pretty well in terms of ad spend. And right now it's sitting at like 41 cents a click, which that's decent, right?
41 cents a follower or 41 cents a click? Those are two
Per
different metrics.
per profile visit. Is that not what are we shooting for there then?
Dollar per follower.
Okay. But and that doesn't pull up on insights exactly, right? I probably just have to do the math.
Are you boosting it through the Instagram desktop or through the back end Meta Business Suite?
Through desktop Instagram.
Yeah. So it will show up. If you go to your professional dashboard right now, Max,
Okay.
and then you know where the reel is that you boosted.
Yeah.
So click on that reel that you boosted and go to insights.
Okay.
Reel. We're gonna go insights, view insights, and then there should be a thing at the top that says reel and ad. Can you see that?
Yeah, and I clicked over to that, and I guess I just didn't. I mean, I can see how many followers I'm getting. I guess converting and doing the math, it's probably about $2 a follow.
So yeah, it'll show you how many follows you get, and then and how much have you spent on the ad?
I like $120.
How many followers have you gotten?
I think 50.
So
I
it's like
just had it pulled up. Now now I lost it. I'm like trying to find it.
So $2.20 a follow. So like,
Yeah.
not ideal.
Okay.
So that means we just need to keep experimenting.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And then just a follow up to that. So what then when I'm starting to like do a better job at tracking, obviously as I'm spending money here with ad spend, but is there like an ideal open rate, like DM script rate that I should be looking for, and then booking call rate based like?
Yeah. So I would say the KPI that you should be shooting for with the response rate should be around 20%. The book and call rate is subjective.
Okay.
You're going to have it will be, for me on average, it's every 50 conversations I start at book one call. That's average, but my DM script is very, very, very dialed in. So I would say that if you can get a call booked for, I would say around 100 DM conversations, that'd be very good, because then it would cost you $300 basically to book 3 calls. And if you close 1 out of 3 of those calls and you close them for $1,000 package, then you've got a 3x ROAS. So that's what I'd be shooting for.
Okay.
In regards to I just want to do a quick little 5-minute lesson on the best way to experiment to find boosted posts until you find one that hits. All right. So buckle up, take notes. This is the best way to find it. First thing you need to do is you're going to choose a post that you want to boost that's targeted towards your ideal client avatar. Okay. Once you choose that post, then you're going to choose obviously the interests and the targeting and blah, blah, blah. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go check the boosted post training inside of the 10K. What you're going to do is you're going to spend $20 to $25 a day for 48 hours. Over the course of 48 hours, what you're going to be looking for is 2 things. Number 1, you want to monitor cost per follow. How much does it cost to get somebody to follow you? The ideal scenario is under $1. And number 2, you want to look at the quality of the person following you. So if you have like a low cost per follow, but then everybody that follows you is not your ideal client, not a good ad. Every 48 hours, you're going to experiment with a different ad until you find one that is under $1 per follower and brings you in your ideal client. So that's your 48-hour test, basically, framework is find a post, boost it, $25 a day, 48 hours, monitoring cost per follow and the quality of leads coming in. After 48 hours, if those aren't where you want it to be, shut that off, turn on a new one, and you just keep experimenting until you find the right one. If you do that for a week, you will definitely find one, 100%.
Perfect. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Bye, Max. Coach Mitch, what's up, bro? Were you naked or something? What happened?
Yeah, I was going potty. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to put that out there. No, what's up, 10K? Hope all is well. What's up, Brian? It's been a good week, man. 2026. My bad. But no, man, going into 2026, finna get a tattoo says, what would Brian do? Nah, man, but
Brian makes dumbass jokes on public calls. That's what Brian.
No, man. So going into 2026 here, and kind of the same thing I've been going through, trying to find working with kind of 10K here. In my opinion, my biggest problem is niche, hands down, and targeting messaging. Now, I'll try to condense this as much as possible. Gone through content mastery like 3 times. I feel very confident in the content overall. It's just more the messaging itself and the wording. What I'm trying to do, especially going to 2026, is focus more on male fat loss as a niche, as getting to maybe higher performers. And I have some guys that are in my program already that I've done. They filled out like some content surveys for me, their demographics and stuff like that. So I have some data to operate on. My issue is I'm trying to figure out if I'm just overcomplicating it, if I'm overthinking it, especially coming from more powerlifting, strength performance stuff. Do I need to just hard pivot into the new niche? Do I need to do it a bit more gradual? Am I overthinking this whole concept? Hopefully that question makes sense.
Okay. So I want you to think big picture. Okay.
Okay.
Think about our Instagram page as a whole. Even if you think about the course and we think about the 3 different content types, what are they?
Connection, proof, value.
Exactly. So, and connection proof value, out of those things, which one of those can or should be niche specific?
I mean, the value, hands down.
Value for sure. And also proof. So like those
Sure.
are the two that can be niche specific. So the connection content doesn't have to be niche specific, but within the value, you guys, and this is what I need you guys to understand. When you think about the three different content types, connection proof and value, within the value, I want you to create 50% awareness and 50% conversion within the value piece. Okay. So within the value, you can still do everything you're fucking doing on your page, right? You can still do everything you're doing. And you're also going to start adding in some videos that are targeting men's fat loss. So that is how you start niching down. It's like when you think about the idea of niching down, it doesn't mean you change your page. So every single post on your page is, if you're a busy professional that's trying to lose 10 or 15 pounds of body fat, then you need to listen to this video, right? Because then for me personally, like that's not a healthy Instagram page that's going to grow. It's highly optimized for conversions, but you're going to have a hard time growing on social media. You're going to have a hard time getting your message out there to more people because every fucking piece of content is like, if you're a busy professional, I don't like those pages. They struggle to grow. So if you think about the overall picture of your Instagram page, it's connection proof and value. Okay. Which means your connection content, you can post whatever the fuck you want, which is good. So you don't have to overthink that. The social proof content, if you do want to be niche specific, this one's important. If you do want to be niche specific, then you want to be posting social proof that's related to the type of client that you want to attract. Does that make sense? So as an example, I've worked with a real estate company that I helped them scale their business from $22 million in sales to $44 million in sales, realtordr.com, shameless plug. But I never talk about them on my social media because if I did, guess what? I'd get fucking real estate agents reaching out being like, bro, can you fucking do that for me? And I'm like, no, I only did it because like he was my friend and I wanted to help him out. The only thing you'll ever see me post on social media is online fitness coaches that are growing their coaching business. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like in terms of social proof, it's like I wouldn't be posting social proof of like your powerlifting clients that are like fucking hitting bigger lifts if your goal is to change your niche into, you know, men's fat. In terms of the value content, 50% of the value content you post can still be the same shit that you're doing. But then the other 50% of the value content that you post on your page is more so in the lines of like men's fat loss, helping men burn body fat. So if you think about the overall picture of your Instagram page with connection proof and value and all the different types of content you can create within that, it's like, dude, the amount of conversion content that's niche specific to your ideal client is like, you know, 20 to 30% of your content shifts. Does that make sense?
No, it
clear
does
picture of like how to approach the page.
It does make sense. Absolutely. Because the biggest, and just this second last question, the biggest thing has been how to gear, because I already have such a, arguably, like a pretty damn solid reputation as far as powerlifting. And then like I have this format right now that's damn near guaranteed 100,000 views per video that I'm doing it, the type of format. So I don't want to lose that momentum and that growth in what I've already built, but maybe that's the whole point as far as having the variety, and that can show maybe more of that, because I'm about to compete as well. Maybe
I have a question for you.
Connection.
Okay. What's your goal for your business in 2026?
I want to make more fucking money and help a lot of people.
Okay. Let's say make more money, help a lot of people. I love that. Okay. So I have another question. If we get to the end of 2026 and there's two scenarios. Scenario number one is you're viral as fuck. You got 1 million followers, but you're still making the same amount of money that you're making right now. Or scenario number two is you gain 100,000 followers, but your business tripled in size. Which scenario would you take?
Definitely the second one.
Definitely the second one. So the reason I say that is I'm going to show you guys something on my Instagram page. Okay. If I go to my Instagram right now and I go to like I've got pieces of content that I post that are like consistently like top performers. And every time I post them, I'm like, yep, they're going to go viral. But, you know, they're not niche specific. And as a result of not being niche, like this type of shit, like whenever I post fucking these before and these side-by-sides, motivation, discipline, they always go. If I do like any sort of stupid lists, shit like this, people are like, for some reason, people love lists. Like this stuff is dumb as hell. Like, I don't even know why I post it, but people love it. So I post it. But like, I know that I could just grow my page off that, but I also know that that's not going to grow my business. What is going to grow my business is me putting like personal trainer makes $12K a month. That video though, if you look at the difference in the fucking views, you know what I'm saying, Mitch? It's like this has 23.7 thousand likes and this one has 92 likes. You know, there's 4 videos apart. So if I'm just judging what I want to post on my social media based on the engagement that I'm getting, then I'm going to be making irrational decisions on what to post on social media. Everybody write this in the chat. And by the way, if you guys aren't coming to my masterclass tonight, you should fucking come to my masterclass tonight because I'm talking about this tonight. But like the goal is not to go viral. The goal is to grow your business. That's the fucking message. Okay. Which means that some of the content that you guys post on your page, the conversion-based content, is not going to get higher engagement. That's the point, right? It's supposed to be niche specific. However, if the piece of content that you post on your page that's designed to be conversion-based is highly relevant to one specific person and it actually tangibly gives value, it doesn't matter how many fucking views it gets, right? Because if it gets 5,000 views, and let's say you're used to getting 100,000 views, this one gets 5,000, but you got 4 fucking homies that reach out. They're like, yo, Mitch, I saw that video on fat loss where you talked about your client that lost 20 pounds. I'm looking to do something similar. Can you help me? You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Got it. So like, don't chase views. Is that what I'm saying? The conversion content will naturally be lower in view count. That is okay.
Okay. Last tidbit. So I should be, what I'm doing right now is measuring good content by incoming followers per video off of if they're the ideal client. Is that accurate?
That's a good way to measure content. Another thing I need you to think about though is you need to think about, so there's good content, then there's good content strategy. And I'm going to explain the difference. Good content, piece of content goes viral, gets followers, gets views, blah, blah, blah. Good content. Good content strategy, the posting schedule that you have, including your Instagram stories and your call to actions and the posts on your feed and the fucking CTAs that you do, lead to more booked sales calls in your calendar and more money in your bank. So there's good content, then there's good content strategy.
I got you. Sick. I'm all good, Brian. Thanks, man.
Is that helpful? Does that make sense?
It does. Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Mitch. Have a great day. See you later. Go listen to heavy shit. Peace out. And go potty or whatever you were doing before. What's up, Nerman?
Here we go. What's up?
How you doing, big dog? Tell me some wins.
Some wins. My Facebook page grew to like 14,000 followers. I don't know what happened.
We love that.
Yeah, we do. I got like, what is it? Like 2 million views in the last couple of days. It's just crazy. So now I'm just doing my best to farm as many leads as possible from there, which, leads me to my question, or one of 2 questions, right? Should I basically do the same thing like I'm doing on my Instagram there?
Yeah, I can answer this question for you in depth because my Facebook page also recently blew up and I literally did this on the weekend. So I'll just show you what I did if that's okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, so first things first is, did you know that your ManyChat can connect to your Facebook business page?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So we want to optimize your Facebook business page for incoming DMs. So what I did to optimize for incoming DMs, I just, in the cover photo, it just says #1 business coach for online personal trainers. And then it says DM me 10K if you want to grow your fitness business to 10K to 100K a month. When you optimize your profile, Nerman, you're also going to have to go to mobile and switch into your Facebook page and determine whether or not your profile, your cover photo is also optimized for mobile. So if you guys go to the Real Brian Mark Facebook page, you'll see that this is still visible, even with like the profile photo, that pops up. So that's the first thing, is optimize your profile for incoming DMs. So it says that right here. It also says that right here, I help personal trainers get clients, DM 10K for info. And then apply for business coaching is in my bio. That's the first thing. Second thing is I would start adding a keyword to like whatever your keyword is. Mine is 10K. Add a keyword to every video in the description and then turn on the ManyChat feature so that anytime somebody comments that keyword on any video, you're going to get an automatic DM. So now you don't have to go out there and manually lead generate every single person that comments on your stuff because they're automatically going to be generated for you as soon as they leave a comment with your keyword. That is literally all you can do. And then you just have to pay attention to the Facebook inbox. Because right now I'm assuming you're a one-man show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're a one-man show, you just have to pay attention to the incoming leads and make sure that you don't neglect them.
Okay. So other than that, it's like the same, just cross post everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Another thing, another tidbit, if your Facebook's popping, is I take my most viral reels, Nerman, in the last 30 days and I recycle them on trials. So and then the trial reels, obviously, sometimes they get views on Instagram. Usually they don't because I posted the video within the last 30 days, but they've been going viral on Facebook. So I'll take videos that have gone viral in the last 30 days on my main page and I'll post them as a trial reel, which automatically gets uploaded to Facebook and then they're going viral on Facebook.
Okay. So would you say, because my question is like, I have a lot of like mobility videos that are going viral, right? But I don't have a mobility offer. Should I still post those just to go viral on Facebook?
Grow your account, bro.
All right. Cool.
Definitely.
All right. So second question, if we have time, because I wanted to ask you, I've never asked you this. I'm not asking for a content audit. We don't have time for that. I understand. But if you look at my profile, if you could, is there anything looking at it that you think is missing that would kind of increase conversions, or you know what I mean? Is there anything missing that you can see?
I want to ask you, why are you asking this question?
Just because I feel like I'm not really on a level where I should be. And
social media definitely is. Is it the leads that you're talking to in the DMs are not quality, or like what specifically?
Well, yeah, that, and I just kind of feel like there's not, I just feel like my audience is cold. So now, for example, when I do direct CTAs, say on Mondays, it's kind of dead, it's crickets. So that's like, it makes me think like, am I Is it something in my messaging? Is it something that, am I missing something, or yeah?
Yeah. So looking at your page, I'm just looking through your reels right now. You've got 300,000 followers on your page. There is, it seems to me like you have pieces of content that are going viral, but you also like, doesn't look like the way that you're delivering your talking videos are going viral. Like I'm not seeing very many of these talking videos
No.
go viral at all. And that to me is like something that we need to focus on for sure. Like what I mean is like, I think if there's one piece of advice I can give you, it's take the information that you're delivering and figure out how to deliver it in a different format. Because it's not that you're not valuable. It's that the way that you're delivering the value on your social media right now just isn't getting people's attention, which is causing like new people not to come to your page. And if new people don't come to your page and it's the same people seeing your offers every single time, you're going to get less people that will respond.
Yeah.
The good news with guys like you already have 300,000 followers. And I'm looking at some of the content on your page that has 239,000 views. Like I'm scrolling through your content right now. Like you do have the potential and the ability to go viral. I think you just need to be a lot more focused on developing your content strategy. And when I say develop a content strategy, if you're consistently posting in a format that is not performing well, then stop posting in that format.
Yeah. So that kind of, so the question that pops up in my head then is, should I just, double down on my reels, make them better, or should I post it in a format that delivers, like that's better for me? For example,
Both.
the carousels are killing it for me.
The answer is both. Like you need to figure out a way to get your reels to perform better, but you also need to be experimenting and doubling down with formats. It's like, it's not one or the other, it's both.
Yeah.
Like as an example, it's like these, I can't even, it's going to be hard for me to find one. Oh, this one right here. Dude, this was my entire page was built off of this style of like video where I'm like literally just talking to the camera.
Yeah.
But
I remember.
if you see my content now, like, dude, I never post that style of content anymore. Never. It's like, because it never performs well. It's like the algorithm has changed. And so because the algorithm's changed, I changed my content style to adapt to the algorithm, The way that people consume content is different now. There's a lot of people that are doing talking content. So because there's a lot of people doing talking content, it's like the way that people consume content is different now, So like you need to adapt your style. Like instead of doing a talking video now, it's like I'll do a whiteboard video, So it's like you need to adapt your strategy to what is performing well in the algorithm right now. And like people overthink this. They underestimate the power of this because I just do not like, this is a talking to the camera video, right? Straight talking to the camera video. And the views are significantly lower than this. You know what I mean? So this is a formatting issue. So like, it's like, it's a format issue for sure.
Okay. Do you know any coaches I could look at to get some inspiration? Like who is good with
formats?
Yeah.
Jason Stewart, what is in my $1 Million Mastermind, Jace Stewart. Again, if you guys are going to take inspiration, don't fucking plagiarize.
No,
So,
of course.
just take inspiration. But
dude, I have a guy that's plagiarizing my shit like word for word. And I'm like, nice script, bro.
Yeah. So Jace was stuck consistently for a very long period of time. And the way that he's delivering his information has caused his videos to start to go viral. So I would take a look at Jace for inspiration. Jace is a really good one. Who else is growing right now on social media? Akani is growing on social media right now. Akani posts 8 times a fucking day though. So he's a little bit of a psychopath.
Yeah, that's wild.
But Akani's got some videos that have gone super turbo and he's delivering it in formats that people receive well, as an example, So it's like, you just got to pay attention to what's working on social media. He's using props in all of his videos. So yeah, I would say Akani and Jason. And again, I just want to fucking put this out there. For those of you guys that are going to take inspiration, do not fucking plagiarize, please. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'll start playing around with formats. Then I guess I'm just stuck in my old way. I'm trying to force that shit.
Everybody is stuck in their own way. That's why everybody has a hard time growing on social media.
Yeah.
Everybody write this in the chat box. Be a chameleon. You need to adapt, bro. I'm like a fucking chameleon. I see things that are popping on social media and I'm like, okay, cool. I will adapt. Like I'll adapt the way that I deliver the information to the way that people are receiving it right now. And I'm still going to keep the same authentic version of Brian. I'm just going to change the way that I deliver the information so that it's received well on social media. AI carousels are crushing. Hence why I'm posting AI carousels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, man. I'll do that. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Have the best day of your life. Peace out. Marilyn, what's up?
Hi, can you hear me?
I sure can. Tell me some wins.
Well, I'll tell you this. Last year, I was able to make 119,000 for the year. So that was a good year for me. And so super thankful for all the support. I'm going to ask you just a quick question. So number one is I don't know how to take this. I'm sure you have a lot of feedback on this, but I have somebody in my program that she started with me. She did amazing. And then I was like, we traded for she's like a community leader. And she's been with me for a year now. And she's had an amazing transformation. So I coach her, and then she basically is like the community leader in my program. And she just messaged me like a couple hours ago. She's like, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know I want to be super transparent with you. Like, there are some people that she did like refer me to, but she's like, they couldn't afford your program. So I started coaching them. I just wanted to tell you so we can, to be transparent." And I understand, like, I'm not like mad about her or anything like that. I love for people to grow, and I'm happy for her. But this is where I'm like, how should I go about it, setting the boundary? Because now in my head, I'm like, well, I hope she's not taking the resources that I'm giving and using them, but that's like something out of my control. So I'm not sure how to go about this situation.
Yeah. So I would not allow somebody to do that, something like that in my company. I've fired
Yeah.
people on the spot for that exact stuff, because it's like, okay, so she's transparent with you now that she's like coaching. And is she coaching clients that dropped out of your program, or like?
No, like she has sent some of her friends and stuff, but they're probably not the best leads for me either, because all of her people always say they can't afford it. And so it's people that she transferred to me, and they're probably like, "Hey, like, why don't you coach me? You've gotten amazing results,"
Yeah.
but it's not people that are not in my, or that were in my program.
But like, what's to stop her from, lead generating people that are in your program if she's planning to be a coach?
Exactly.
There's two ways to go with this conversation. Way number one to go with this conversation is, yeah, we just like, is your goal to be a coach? Yes or no? And if your goal is to be a coach, then there's one of two paths. Pathway number one is you can come on board with me and you can be a coach with me and you can work underneath me. If this is somebody that you value and you like respect and you like love and you like have a good relationship with, then maybe you bring her on as a coach on your team and we can talk about that fucking transition. Because that's a pathway where like potentially it could work if she's like a loyal person to the business. Or pathway number two, if she wants to be a coach and you don't want her to be on your team, then like we need to slowly or fastly exit the business, because it's just a liability. It's just a risk, having somebody in your company that is becoming a coach that knows every single one of your clients,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does. And
Yeah.
so when you say like bring in a coach, like, I mean, to me, that sounds like how do you pay people like that?
Yeah. So it would be like a support coach at first on the back end. Is like, I think that's what you would need, is like somebody to help you with some of your client load on the back end. So like you could have that conversation, and then in the future, an assistant coach where she's getting like $100 per client, and then she just manages the client end to end. But she would have to start as a support coach, which we cover in the modules.
Yeah, which I already have somebody like that though,
Okay.
so I don't.
So yeah, the conversation needs to go a little bit like, listen, if you're going to be a coach, like, I don't know if I can have you as a community manager,
Yeah.
because like you have a deep connection to all of my clients. And like, I love you. And I like love that you're like, that you want to do your own thing if that's the goal. But also like, I'm just letting you know that like, if you want to be a coach, it's like, it's a risk for my business to have you as a community manager that knows every single one of my clients. Like I've spent the last 6 years building my client base. I've invested XYZ in mentors. Like I care deeply about these clients, The information in this group is private and I don't want it shared out with other people. So like, I'm very protective of my company.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's a hard conversation to have for me, but I think I'm going to have to have it. Yeah.
It would be even harder for her to start stealing your clients because you don't have the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it happens now, or yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna have that conversation with her. Now I have a quick question for you here. So for an income goal, so I know like I can hit $10,000 months. Like it's something that I was able to do last year. So I know how to do that now. When I put myself, okay, I want to be able to like make 15,000 a month. How do I because I feel like I don't want to say it's easy, but like I know what to do for $10,000 months. But when I think of $15,000 months, it's like, where do I even start? So how can I game plan for that?
Do the math. So like all you guys need to do is just reverse engineer.
Okay.
So $10,000 months is like, how many clients do you currently have? Let's just do it right now. How many clients do you currently have, Marilyn?
I have right now, I haven't even counted them, but I know I have a minimum of like 50 clients, and some of them are low ticket, my low ticket offer is my most popular one, which it works with me because it's more low maintenance, which is $250 a month. So I would just go with that one for now, because I know that's majority of them.
So if you wanted to have $15,000 months, divide that by 250, you would need to have 60 clients.
Yeah.
So
okay.
then you do the math. You're like, okay, I need to get 60 clients. Well, how many clients am I at right now? I'm at 40. Okay, if I wanted to get to 60 clients by April, so like April is 12 weeks away, and I needed to gain another 20 clients. Let's say I gain another 30 because there's going to be clients that drop off, obviously. So 30 divided by 12 would be, you need to sign 2.5 new clients a week. You can't do that. So let's round it up to 3. So 3 clients per week for the next 12 weeks, and you're at $15,000 a month. So then you're like, okay, what do I need to do to get to 3 clients a week? Well, do I have the lead volume to do that? Nope. Okay, so let's figure out how to get the lead volume up. Does that make sense?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So you just got to do the math.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Can I ask you just one really quick one? Just
Mhm.
one more. Somebody messaged me that they wanted to have like they want to gift a program for somebody. And they were like, can I have your prices? How do I go about that? I've never had somebody tell me that because I don't know how to, it's not for them. So how would I get them on the phone?
Yeah, I would just be like, yeah, I can go like, are you looking for like a short-term program or a long-term program? They're probably not going to hop on a phone call with you.
No, because it's for somebody else.
Yeah. So I would just say, are you looking for a short-term program or a long-term program? We've got 16-week or year-long programs. What are you looking for?
And then just give the prices on the DMs.
It's a gift for somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
What's up, Coach Andre? Tell me some wins, bro.
Hey, how's it going? Happy New Year for everyone. Happy New
Hey,
Year.
bro.
So big win. I did 75K last year. I was hoping to 60K, so it's 50K above the 15K above my goal. So it was
Hell
good.
yeah. Hell yeah.
And I want to do at least 100K this year, and I'm trying to do that. So let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So 2 questions. First one, really simple. I work with busy moms, and
Yep.
my communication is a lot of like the hard thing of having a compromise, a big compromise, because they have a lot of things to do in life, and then another compromise of workout on the meal plans and all that part. So my communication is a lot. Let's take a bit of the compromise and let's try to do something first, and then we grow during the program.
Yep.
And then I did a 6-month program, and I think it's not related with my communication, because my sales drop a lot with a 6-month program, and I think that's something related with my communication. Let's not get a big compromise, and then I have let's compromise for 6 months. Then that was doing 3 months. What's your opinion about this?
Yeah, I think that if you're finding a lot of resistance in the 6 month, just go to 4, because you can still accomplish the goal that you're looking to achieve, which is to increase the price point per ticket. And I think 16 weeks is an easier sell than 6 months for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do this. So I'm doing 1.4K for the 6 month. I will do something. I will do like 90, maybe 900. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So this is my first question. Thank you very much. And then my second question is not like a technical question, but and a win for me is to be here talking about this. So let me give you some context, because I think this is important. This matters right now. So I'm someone with a highly addicted personality. So my whole life I lived like that, and one of the things that I come here was because of your story, and because I really relate with your story. So my therapist once said that I'm a functional addicted. So someone who keep progressing in life, but really lower of my potential. And I believe that. I really believe that. Over the past 3 months, I did a really big change on my life. I've been completely clean. And since the beginning of the year, I quit smoking. That was one of the hardest step that I did. And I'm genuinely happy, but and I started in December. One thing that is really important for me is I never been able to wake up on my first alarm, and I'm not snoozing every morning since 1 of December. Every morning I'm waking up on the first alarm. So this is for me, this is really big thing. Yeah. And I'm using this time to do my morning routine, to build a really good morning routine, like you teach us inside. I'm doing Napoleon Hill lessons, 1 lesson per day every morning. On the Christmas I did that. On 1st of January I did that. So everything looks really good on the paper. But then January starts, and I think I get a big expectations for January, and things didn't go as I want. So I'm on my lowest rate on sales, and this is hitting hard right now. So I know this is not the first moment and not the last moment I will be in this situation right now, but I need to keep fighting, and I'm fighting every day. I'm waking up with a lot of procrastination, but I'm waking up, I'm doing my stuff. I'm not on my really best mood, but I want to hear about you. It's not like I think I don't need a technical thing. I just need a reality check. And I think you are the best guy for telling me something about this. And thank you for hearing about this.
Of course, brother. So I get it, coming from a background where like I struggle with addiction, and I want to speak to everybody, regardless of whether or not you struggle with addiction, but how you handle stress and controversy. And all of us, regardless of what our background is, have a habit, tendency, ritual, way of response that we tend to lean into in times of stress. Some of us shut down and we just want to disassociate. Some of us get incredibly anxious, get incredibly overwhelmed. Some of us have addictive tendencies, like myself. Like all of us have ways of coping with stress that we tend to lean into when it does get stressful. And my message to all of you guys is that business is hard. Business is hard. Like if it wasn't hard, then everybody would be a business owner. Everybody would make money. Everybody would do what they'd want to do with their life. The fact of the matter is it's hard. And the hard part is being able to keep a grounded, present, positive, optimistic mindset when things are going sideways and when shit is not working, and always having an optimistic and positive outlook on life, regardless of the situation that you're in. So like, even for you right now, Andre, it's like, yeah, you might have had the lowest amount of sales that you've had to start January, but you just made the most amount of money you've ever made in your coaching business. And that was literally last year. And you did that. So it's like, there's always something that we can be upset about, and there's always something to be grateful for. And for me, it's like whenever I'm in a stressful situation, like you find yourself, Andre, you need to find light. You have to find a reason to be happy, positive, optimistic, because sitting in your own pity party, for lack of a better term, for anybody is not going to serve you. And we have everybody write this in the chat. You have to change your stress response. That's the mindset. So if your stress response is to shut down, if your stress response is to pull away, if your stress response is to fucking run, whatever your stress response is, you need to change your stress response. And that applies to business, but that also applies to relationships. It also applies to your life. And like we can go deep, and I'll just be vulnerable with you guys. Like when it comes to my relationships, my stress response is to run away because my mom like left me when I was fucking 8 years old, kicked me out of my house and abandoned me. And so whenever I'm feeling any sort of resistance in my relationships, my tendency is to run. And so my work is sitting in the middle of my fucking anxiety and pain when me and my wife are having a fight and not running, not leaving the house, not leaving the conversation, not fucking piecing out. So the mindset, Andre, is to change your stress response. So if you're feeling stressed right now and you have a default way of responding, then find a different way to respond.
Yeah, so I did a lot of procrastination yesterday, and today I said, okay, no, I'm going to run. I'm going to for a 30 minutes run, and really helped me. And I think this is one of the things that I'm talking about this right now is because I ran this afternoon, and right now I'm able to talk about this, and I think I did that, but I need to keep doing it for sure.
I agree. Every day.
120K this year.
Let's go, bro.
Thank you very much, my friend.
I appreciate you, Andre. Have a great day, bro. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Peace out. What's up, Jai? Tell me some wins, brother.
How are you, man?
Great. How are you?
Yeah, awesome. So win for last week. I signed a client from the USA. So that's really cool. She's the first client I've ever had from the US. And this is also the second full week following my new content strategy. So I think things are quite structured at the moment. Things are going really well. And yeah, just want to give you a little bit of info before I get to my question. But I've just got one question today. So I'll give you the info first that will help you with it, okay? So right now I'm posting 5 times a week. Proof on Monday, value on Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, and connection on Wednesday. Now, most of my content is recipes, gym tips, and whiteboard explanations. And before starting the course, my reaction posts were my strongest performers. Some hit 50K views and brought in hundreds of followers. I've got a trial going at the moment, trial reel, that's at almost like 60K views. And it's got like, I think, almost 1,200 likes, and it's brought in a few hundred followers in the last like 7 days. So where I'm going with this, I'm just wondering if you can please take a quick look at my page and tell me, if you were me right now, what would you do over the next 30 to 60 days to get into a position where I can confidently boost a post and start smashing calls? I just want to make sure that you think everything looks like it's in check, and if it looks good, do I just keep doing exactly what I'm doing right now, just post more? Or do you kind of see anything that's standing out that you would think, no, that's got to change like ASAP?
So a couple things. I'm not going to look at your page, and I'll tell you why. I did look at your page, and it looks good, but I don't want to deep dive into it. I'll tell you why. Because you're asking for my permission to boost a post. Is what you're asking. You don't need my fucking permission. You just fucking do it.
So I'm happy to boost it, but I just wanted to know, like, should I just at least build my content up a little bit more before bothering with that? Or if you think I should just do it, I'm happy to do it right now. I could.
Yeah. So the reason I think if you guys are in the 10K mastermind, every single one of you guys should be experimenting with boosting posts, all of you. And I'll tell you why. Because at the next level, you guys need what I call predictable acquisition systems. Predictable acquisition systems means that you're not only relying on your content to perform well in order to bring in new clients. That's a predictable acquisition system. And inside of the $1 Million Mastermind, every single one, bro, of the clients that are doing $100,000 a month are either heavy in boosted posts, and that's all they do, or boosted posts is 70% of their strategy and 25% is direct to DM retargeting ads. But all of the clients that are at $100,000 a month are doing boosted posts. All of them, 100% of them. There's not a single one that's not. So knowing that, if your goal is to grow the business, 100% you should start experimenting with it. And the sooner the better. And we do have resources inside of the course to teach you guys how to do that. But your content is more than good enough to start experimenting with boosting posts. Like, it's more than good enough. And
Perfect.
like Ragnar, as an example, who's currently at 35, he's hunting down $50,000 this month. Dude, when he started, his content wasn't optimal. Like, it wasn't dialed in. It wasn't great. And if I would have looked at his page and I would have said, if you would have asked me the same question, I would have said, no, work on your content. But you just for you, Jai, I want you to get into the mindset of like, I'm just going to fucking do the thing. You just got to do the thing, bro.
Perfect. Yeah, I've got one ready to rock and roll, man. I just have to click a button and it's live. But I think like a few weeks ago I asked you and you're like, oh, make sure you kind of do at least 100 posts first, but I'm only at 74, and technically speaking, because I'm like a structured crazy nut, I've only done 10 of my last posts are like specific to busy professionals.
Mhm.
So I'm like, does that mean I have to wait
Do
for
it.
another 90
Do it.
posts?
Do it.
Or just go for
Just
it?
do it. Just do it.
All right, sweet as. I'll chuck it up today then.
The
That's
reason
perfect.
I said that, I remember that conversation. The reason that I said that when you first joined is because you haven't even done anything yet. You hadn't even
Yeah.
posted once yet. So that's why I gave you that advice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, everything's dialed in, man. Like, I've followed all the tips. I'm following the story structures. I'm only posting 5 times a week just for the simple reason I just want to show myself that I can be consistent.
Yeah.
Show myself that I am hitting those posts every single week without fail. And then I want to go to 6, 7, probably after the first 30 days.
Cool.
But yeah, I just want to kind of just be consistent, man, and get those reps out.
Yeah. I'll also say one more thing, and this is for everybody. It's like, there's the listen to Brian Mark's advice, and then there's also the take violent action and move forward faster. So both of those things should be considered when you guys are working in your coaching business. Like, there's a lot of clients that do things that are like the complete opposite of what I tell them to do, but then they crush it because they take violent action. So the base premise is like, take violent action towards the things that you want. And you've done more than enough. So like, let's start moving forward. Cause I feel like you're holding yourself back a little bit at the gate. Let's let it loose.
Perfect, bro. One more thing before I forget. Okay, so is that okay? Just one more quick question.
Yeah, really quick.
All right. So like I said, the reaction posts are my biggest performers, right? And based on watching the course, I believe they fall into the awareness
Correct.
content strategy, but
Yep.
type of content. But I also believe that my reaction posts are also conversion because they're fat loss recipes, they're high protein, they're low calorie, and I can kind of word them up to target my niche as well. So
I agree.
would you recommend, if they're like my last trials, like it's doing some decent numbers, would you recommend smashing those every single week just for the sake of the numbers? Or what's the go there? Like, obviously I want my other content to provide as much value as possible. I don't just want followers coming in. Like, I'm at 1,547 followers, but I'm not even worried about that, bro. I just want to book calls. I don't care if I hit 2,000 followers by the end of this year. It's all about calls for me.
Yeah.
Right. So
if you have a piece of content that's consistently performing well on your page and it is relatable to your niche in some way, shape, or I would post it consistently. Yes.
yeah. All right. Done. All right, man. I'll get onto this booster post and I'll give you an update next week.
Appreciate you, brother. Talk soon.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so
Peace.
much.
You're welcome,
Cheers.
brother.
Thank you.
What's up, Cam? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, my man. How you doing?
Amazing. Tell me some wins, big dog. I know Big Cam's got some wins.
Mate, cash is good. I think 20 is sort of my minimum month now, which is good. And then I thought last month was going to be a 30, but I think just the payments are going to be this month because this month I'm smoking it and I wasn't expecting that. So I think they've just sort of, because it comes every 12 weeks, I think it's just fallen into this month instead for some reason. So that's good.
Good problems to have.
Yeah, good problems to have. Mate, I've hired a guy who's one of my current clients. He's lost 33.5 kilos. He's just doing some back end admin work, but I can see he'd be awesome at sales because of his story. Like there'd be no objection that he wouldn't be able to overcome. But he's a bit low energy and a very slow talker. Have you ever run into that when you're hiring someone to potentially be a coach? Do you reckon that's something you can get over or not? And the only reason I ask that is because I deliver my check-ins in this framework where I do group calls. So everyone gets 10 minutes and I'm fast, right? So we go like identify their problem quickly, solve it, move on to the next one. Whereas I can see if I get him doing that, we could be there for 25 minutes on one person and it's just not going to be feasible if he's got 100 clients under him.
Yeah. So like changing somebody's communication style is interesting. You have to like, before you even have that conversation, like, is he open to that? You know, you need to talk faster essentially. And you're like asking him to like act different. Is like in my head, it's like, I'll tell you what comes up for me is like, is there a role in the business that does not require him to lead like that? You know, like maybe there's a role in the business that he could support with, or he could be like very involved with the clients, but it doesn't involve that. The only exception that I would make to rules like that is if the person was incredibly fucking valuable. You know, if you think about the $1 Million Mastermind, like Don Lamb, as an example, is the fucking goat. He does $250,000 to $300,000 a month. Don Lamb's trainings versus Brian Mark's trainings are significantly different in energy, like significantly. But, you know, Don's the king. So, you know, Don was the first ever goat of PT domination. Like Don can say whatever the fuck he wants on those calls. I don't give a shit. But there's also been coaches that I've let go of from the company because they didn't have the energy. And if you don't have the energy, bro, and if you're not able to keep people's attention on coaching calls and your clients that are paying you money show up to a coaching call and they're talking to somebody that sounds like this, you know, they're just not going to show up to a fucking call. And it's not because the information is not valuable. It's because it takes really fucking long to get to the fucking point and it's not fun. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I totally know what you mean.
That shit fucking matters, dude. It does. It matters.
Yeah. It's not that he's boring and he's a very deep, sensitive guy. So he'll connect with people really well. It's more, and as you said, maybe the role, maybe he can't be a coach. Maybe he can just do sales. I don't know, because he can afford to take his time on that.
Even sales.
Discovery.
Even maybe, I don't know, but sales is a game of conviction and certainty. You know, it's like, I'm just telling you what I can see because you're asking for my advice. Like if somebody was like, you know, that's a big fucking role for somebody to be a slow talker. It's worth experimenting. It's worth experimenting. You know, if you like the guy and you'd want to test it out, but like, I'm telling you what I can see because you asked my opinion.
Yeah. No, he's just, I mean, he'd be perfect, right? Like he's fucking done it. You know, it'd be like any of your MDM guys selling your course. It'd be pretty fucking easy. Like we invest ourselves. We've got the results. Fuck, like
you want to sell
do it, mate? I already do. Fuck, give me a break. And then, mate, last question. I asked Janelle about this, and this can just be a quick one. I had a bit of a concern over the Christmas break because our Christmas break in Oz is sort of similar to your guys, I think, spring break, where a lot of people take 2 weeks off and they're fucking off the grid. They're like, fuck you, I'm not interested in anything, and which is totally fine. I get it. Do you have any tactics to sort of try to keep that engagement up during that period? Because Janelle was like, Christmas time, it's business as usual. And I'm like, yeah, it ain't over here. Like literally people go on holiday for 2 weeks and they tell their bosses to fuck off, let alone their personal trainer.
Yeah. So like did you do the Christmas sprint?
In terms of content?
No, the Christmas sprint, like the internal challenge for your clients?
No.
Do you guys, who here did the Christmas sprint? Raise your hand. You know what I'm talking about. Was this Christmas sprint effective? Yes or no? Go like this or yes or no? Good? Yeah. Christmas sprint, bro. You got to do Christmas sprint next year. Coach Sean, you got to raise your hand before 30 minutes, brother. Can't take your question. Post in the group. Sorry.
What did that involve? Is that in the,
Christmas sprint is like essentially it's like a client delivery challenge that you do inside of your container in your community. So you've got to find some sort of like easy way for your clients to participate that doesn't require a lot of extra work, essentially. Okay. And then you incentivize them and you give away prizes for Christmas. So you basically you bribe them, for lack of a better term. You know, We're going to give away, like most people fall off track during Christmas. We don't do that here. You know, here at fucking Cam Smith Fitness, we like to stay on track. So even if you're on vacation, you can still take your 10,000 steps a day. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a simple challenge where you do 2 things every single day. And all you're going to do is you're going to post in the community that you've done those 2 things. Just by doing that, you're entered to win a fucking Ninja Creamy. You're entered to win a $500 Amazon gift card, or you're entered to win a whatever, you know, so you incentivize them. You know, you got to make the challenge easy to participate in. You incentivize them. And then you get all your clients to share you on social media and tag you in their stories when they're doing their fucking walk or they're doing their water chug or whatever. And now you utilize that as not only like a community resource to keep people engaged, but also like a way to generate leads for your business. But it's in the trainings. Christmas sprint.
Okay. It's in the trainings. All right, sweet.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Thank you, brother. Awesome. Have a good rest of your week.
Peace. What's up, Kayla? How you doing?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Call the fucking cops. Kayla's here.
All right. So I guess a win for me. I feel like I've been doing really good at my content, which is great to have that feeling.
Love that.
Think what was that? The first 2 weeks of December, where we were doing like 2 posts a day. I really think that helped me. I got 7 new clients, so that was great.
Love that.
And everyone I sign is like, I just keep seeing your posts, and that's literally why I want to work with you. So I guess that's a good sign. But I guess my question is, my retention, I don't really even know what question I have for this, but it's just so ass. And I don't know if it's the clients I'm attracting. I'm not making that as an excuse. You know, I'm sure I could improve something, or I don't know. I don't know what to do. I feel like a lot of my clients have like 5-10 pounds to lose. They just like want to be motivated, improve their relationship with food. And maybe that's my messaging. Because like ones that are resigning are like, you know, over 200 pounds, have more weight to lose. So I'm not really sure what to do.
Okay. So retention, when you say retention, I just want to clarify, because there's like, it's a blanket word. So I just want to get clear on where the problem is. Is it that clients are coming to the end of their program and not re-signing with you? Or is it that clients are in the program and they drop off on month 2?
They're definitely not dropping off, at least, but they're not re-signing after 4 months.
Understood. Okay. So it's a re-sign issue. So there's a couple places that I go for re-sign issues. I don't think it's like messaging at all, because even people that have like 5 to 10 pounds to lose, like there's always going to be fitness goals that they have after that. And I think it's about the connection that they feel to you and the community. So first thing I think that we can address is like in the onboarding. So when you're onboarding your clients, I think it's just setting the expectations. And as you're going through, like, do you do a kickoff call with your clients, or like, how do you do it?
I don't, which I guess I probably should.
Okay. Doing a kickoff call with your clients would be a really effective move, because with the kickoff call for your clients, what you can do is you can set expectations for the program. So like how you want them to check in, how you want them to show up. And Kayla, the good news is like, if I were you and are you signing like 2 clients a week? Is that on average what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 clients a week. I would do it as a group kickoff call. So a group kickoff call at a specific time, because we just want to set up your business for success for the long term. If you wanted to do it one-on-one, at first you could make them 15 to 30 minute one-on-ones. But I think setting it up so it's group, so that when we start signing 5 clients a week, there's just a group time where you do your onboarding call with all of your clients. On your group kickoff call, what you do is you basically go over expectations for the program. So like what you need from them and what they can expect from you. So like every week I'm going to send you a check-in. I need you to get it back to me. Here's, I'm going to update your meal plans and your training plans. This is what your training plan looks like. This is what your meal plan looks like, And I also just want to let you know about like continuation. Like a lot of my best clients work with me for like 1 to 2 years. You like after our 16-week program, you might be like, yo, I want to see what my fitness goals look like at the next level. And so if you want to do that, we can definitely talk about like what it's going to look like to work together for a year, but we'll focus on the first 16 weeks. And after the first 16 weeks, so we can discuss what that looks like. So you just start planting seeds immediately, you know?
Yeah.
Planting seeds immediately in the onboarding. The second thing that I think would be helpful for you is once a month in your check-ins, I want you to ask this question. So like now that we've gotten this far in the program, what are your fitness goals for the remainder of the year? Like what are your fitness goals for the next 12 months? So that constantly throughout the program, they're thinking about not just their fitness goals for next week or their goals for next week, they're thinking about their goals for the rest of the year. So that's the second thing, is you start planting seeds for the future throughout your check-ins. And it's like you can do that once a month in your check-ins.
I have been setting up like monthly Zoom calls to do that. So I don't know if that will help.
Yeah, monthly Zoom calls is good. I also just think it's good to like get them thinking about their goals in the check-ins, you know?
Okay.
Because then they're just, if you ask that question, now they're thinking about their goals in the future. That's the second thing. Third thing, Kayla, is I don't think you should wait until the end of the program to re-sign them. I think you should give incentives to re-sign early. And I think you should hunt for re-signs early. What I mean by hunt for re-signs early is like if a client has a big win and they celebrate it. They're celebrating win and they fucking love you. You're like, I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. Like, how are you feeling right now? They're like, I'm doing great. You're like, listen, like, and you send them a voice note, like, listen, Sarah, like, I absolutely love working with you. And I know you're crushing it in the program. And I would love to continue working with you for the next, 12 months for the remainder of the year. And if you wanted to renew with me and you wanted to basically take me up on that, I'd be willing to give you like a 20% discount if you wanted to sign for the rest of the year. So we could crush the rest of 2026 together. Are you open to that? She's like, hell yeah, I'm open to that. What does that look like? You're like, let's hop on a quick 10-minute call and we can go over it. Bam.
Okay, because my program is 4 months and I typically don't bring up the conversation until month 3.
Dude, bring it up earlier. First 4 weeks, somebody's fucking loving you and like loving the program, loving the results. Why would you not give them an early resign?
Okay.
So like, let's lock in for the rest of the year. We got you in for the first 16 weeks. Let's lock in. Like, we got you. So I think going for early resigns would be really effective. So yeah, I think this is just an issue of you not planting enough seeds. Honestly, I think this is a simple solution to a complex problem.
Have you heard of My Coach AI?
I have. Yep.
That's what I use now, and I really want to switch over to Trainerize. I don't know, because I know obviously almost everyone uses that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just also feel like my I'm a dietitian, so I was really just focusing on nutrition in the beginning, and now workouts is something else I've really been introducing with My Coach AI and Trainerize, and it was really good for that. So I'm hoping that will also help a little bit to keep people engaged. I feel like it's just more interactive, and people, they can see all their statistics and everything on Trainerize, and that's like little nitty gritty stuff, but
yeah, I don't know if that will have a big issue on people wanting to re-sign at the end of 16 weeks. Here's the things that will be needle movers. Needle mover number 1 is onboarding. Definitely a needle mover. So planting the seed for the future. Planting the seeds for the future in the check-ins. Definitely a needle mover. Being willing to go for re-signs earlier than at the 3-month mark. Definitely a needle mover. Another thing that is a definite needle mover is a very active and engaged community.
Yeah.
Very active and engaged community. Super important. If your community is active and engaged and people are loving the program, they're showing up for calls, they're posting in the group, they're significantly more likely to re-sign at the end of their term.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Call the cops. Kayla's out. Peace out.
See ya.
Julian, what's up?
How are you?
Amazing, bro. Tell me some wins.
No win for the week, but working hard, working on the sales mastery, on the content mastery, learning new stuff.
Love that.
My question is, because my niche is tennis and it has nothing related to fitness and stuff like that, I'm trying to adjust a little bit what I'm understanding from the content.
Yep.
But if you could put me a little bit more on track, or some of the coaches could help me to really make the transition from fitness to tennis. Because also I have my program is a high ticket, so it's like $3,000. So it's also a little bit different. So to make the little adjustment for that. So I'm struggling, I'm trying in the DM, I try a little bit to make the adjustment, but in general, I'm struggling to make the adjustment to make it focus on tennis and on what I'm doing and everything.
Okay, I'll make it very simple for you. What's the goal that people are trying to accomplish? Like, what would be the reason that they would hire you?
To fix their forehand or backhand or whatever shot, one of their shot. They're struggling with one of the shots.
Okay, forehand or backhand. Got it. And what are they doing with their tennis? Like, what are they doing? Are they competing? Or like, who are the people that are hiring?
Okay, so the people that mostly hire me is all rich guys that are, loving tennis, crazy about tennis, that they want to fix their forehand. Or it's most of the time parents that the kid is struggling under pressure in tournament and stuff like that. So I help them go through that.
Okay, so like question number 1, hey fam, thanks for reaching out. Are you currently a tennis player, or are you currently playing tennis recreationally or competitively?
Okay,
that's question number 1. Are you currently playing tennis recreationally or competitively? They're like recreationally. You're like, okay, that's dope. Like, where do you play? And they're like, I play in California. You're like, oh, that's amazing. I'm from XYZ. So like, what are your goals for your tennis? Like, what are you hoping to achieve? Well, I want to fix my forearm. Perfect. Mind if I ask a couple of questions to see if I can help? Yeah, no problem. Okay, so what would you say has been the biggest struggle when it comes to the specific problem that they just mentioned? Well, the biggest problem is that I just, whenever I hit the ball, it fucking goes sideways. Okay, perfect. How long have you been struggling with that? Since I've been playing tennis. Okay, great. So like, what would you say is your like number 1 goal? Like, what are you hoping to achieve by, fixing your blah, 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 blah? I want to be able to smoke my friends when we play recreationally. Easy. Do you want some help? Yep. Okay, cool. Tell you what, why don't we do this? Let's set up a quick 15 to 30 minute call. We'll talk about your number 1 struggle, number 1 goal, and I'll help you come up with a game plan to fix your form. You up for that? Yep. Cool. Here's my calendar link. Go ahead and book it now. Spots always fill up quick. Send me a screenshot and let me know what time you pick. Cool, question mark?
Okay, perfect.
So figure out if they're playing recreationally or competitively. That'd be number 1. That'd be the first question I'd ask. Once they're playing recreationally or competitively, you're like, okay, perfect. So like, what's your goal for like playing competitively? Like, what are you hoping to achieve? And they're like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, mind if I ask a couple of questions, see if I can help? Sure. So what's been your biggest struggle when it comes to like, what's been your biggest struggle when it comes to playing? Well, then they'll tell you, like, okay, perfect. So like, what would you see as your number 1 goal? They'll tell you, okay, perfect. Would you like some help? Yep. Book a call.
Okay, cool.
Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom.
Yeah. And for the sales calls.
Yeah.
This is where I struggle the most. So the thing is that it's tough. I'm trying to use the how long, why now, all the what I learned from the sales mastery.
Yep.
But in tennis, it's a bit different. It's a bit it's tricky. They are different. It's like when the father is coming, let's say with his son, the father don't really care. It's the son is care, but the father is paying. So in this conversation, I'm struggling. So the father is there, the son is there. So the son is super motivated, want to fix his forehand. But now I don't need to like focus on the son because the son doesn't have the money to pay. So how will you manage something like this?
You do focus on the son. That's a great fucking point. You absolutely, with certainty, focus on the son. The reason you should focus on the son is, why is the father there?
Yeah.
Why is he there?
To pay.
Well, no, yes, but why would he pay for his son?
Because he cares, you think?
Because he cares about his son.
Okay.
If I were you, I'd be 100% focused on the son. And then here's what I do to start the call, Julian. I'd be like, thank you guys so much for taking today's call. I appreciate you. And the father's name, what's your name, sir? Richard, thank you so much for being here. What we're going to do in today's call is I just want to ask a couple questions about what's his name? Ron's swing and his tennis. I'll ask him about his game. I'll figure out what he's struggling with. And if I feel like I can help out, I'll invite you guys to work with me. Does that sound good to you guys? Okay, perfect. So Ron, tell me a little bit about your tennis, bro. Like, what brings you to today's call? Like, how can I help you? Well, I'm really struggling with da. Okay, perfect. How long have you been struggling with that, big guy?
So I'm pressing the kid, like the pain and everything on the kid, no focusing at all on.
Okay. Instead of pressing, Julian, I want you to have the mindset of you're discovering.
Okay.
You're discovering. You want to get to know the kid, right? You want to get to know the kid, because if you get to know the kid, this is exactly what you do, Julian. You get to know the kid on a very deep level. Like, okay, perfect. I'm 100% confident I can help you out. Okay, so hey, John, I know I can help Ron. Do you mind if I kind of tell you about how my coaching works and how I can help you guys out? So now fucking Ron, the kid, is pumped as fuck about working with you. And then you're going to tell his dad about all the different ways that you're going to fix his form and help his kid play better tennis. Then his kid's going to get all excited about you talking about all the ways you're going to help his form. The dad's going to want to say yes because he's sitting in front of his kid that's pumped as fuck, and you just explain how you're going to help his kid. 100% he's going to buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So focus on the kid. Discovery and focusing on the kid.
Yeah. So on your calls, you want to welcome the father. Thank him so much for the call. Let him know that today you want to get to know his kid a little bit. You want to figure out a little bit about his tennis and what he's struggling with. And then at the end of the call, if you feel like you can help his kid, you'll present John with the options to work with you, and you guys can decide from there.
Okay. Perfect. Excellent.
Cool. Anything else I can do for you?
No, this is excellent. We'll start by that.
Fantastic. Let's go make some money, Julian.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Peace out, bro. What's up, Carolina? How you doing?
Better. Thank you.
Good. I love that. Tell me some wins.
Probably the biggest win is that after your wake up call of last Wednesday, I regained my balance and my energy back. So
love that for you.
That was
That's
needed. That was really needed. Yeah. So last week I had asked you about content, how the content that is pulling in more people and more views, which is the gym content, is not really my ideal avatar. It's not really qualitative leads. And the other one, so the talking videos and stuff, is not really speaking, or like it's not really hitting. So this is what I'm here for.
Okay. So the content that is currently going viral or getting views is the one that's bringing in not your ideal client, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Like I had a pull-up video that went viral, but all the leads from there, it wasn't my avatar.
Okay. So if we go to...
It was women, but it wasn't my avatar. So
who's your avatar?
It's women over 30, mostly beginners in the gym who struggle with their relationship with food. And the people that it brought the most were women, but mostly over like 50 that do CrossFit. I want to get a first pull-up.
Okay. So it's funny. It's just funny that it's like funny how the algorithm works. So women over 30, what are their fitness goals?
Most of them start to develop some awareness into going to the gym. They're scared of getting bulky or of hurting themselves. And what I have with a lot of, or like with my avatar, is big on relationship with food. So they have gained weight. In their 20s, they kind of like let it go, scared to eat. So I do a lot of like...
Are you looking for women that are already going to the gym?
If they are just very recent, or like that mostly go to group classes because they don't know what to do.
Okay. Yeah. So there's the why a band will not get you your first pull up. Cause it's like, if you think about the type of woman that would want to get their first pull up, it's like, I'm assuming that's a woman that's like going to the gym consistently. Like you have to be going to the gym consistently enough to be even aware of the fact that you can do a pull up, you know?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
So that was it's almost like too far into the gym experience to be relatable to somebody that would be like a beginner. Another example would be like if you're like posting a video about how to do perfect squat form and get ass to grass with heavy weight. It's like that wouldn't be a good video for the type of avatar that you're trying to attract, because the type of avatar that you're trying to attract is either beginners that are going to the gym, that are new to the gym, that are looking to get started. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like I'm not saying the gym content is bad. I think you should still do the gym content.
Yeah, for sure.
But we need to find a way to do the gym content in a way that's specifically relevant to the type of person that we're trying to attract. Like an example would be like women that are just getting started in the gym. I'm assuming that they go to the gym to do 30 minutes on the elliptical to think that that's going to help them with their fat loss goals. So like the video is a video of you starting with 30 minutes on the elliptical, being like 30 minutes on the elliptical is not going to help you burn body fat, girl. Like you need to start lifting some weights. Let me give you 3 different full body exercises that you can do that will actually help you tone up. You know what I mean? So like you just need to think through the lens of like women that are just getting started in the gym and make your workout content for those women. And like ask yourself before you do, and even before you're about to do a piece of workout content, plug that idea into ChatGPT or into Manus and say like, hey, I'm about to film this workout video, but I want to make it relatable to women that are 30 years old, that are just getting started in the gym, or maybe they haven't gone to the gym yet, they're going to group classes. Can you help me make this more relatable to those avatars?
Yeah.
And then take some of the concepts and just make it relatable to that specific person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the pull up, I think here's another thing I'll say is I think that, yeah, not every single woman that followed you is your ideal client from that one video, but going viral and getting more traction on your fitness content is still always going to be a good thing, because even if, let's say 1,000 people followed you and only 100 of them were your ideal client, that's still 100 ideal clients. So this style of video clearly is one that performs well. So take different exercises and do that style of video for different exercises. And just think through the lens of like what exercises would I want to teach to a woman that's just getting started in the gym, that's, that needs to start lifting weights.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
In terms of your talking content doesn't need to go viral. It needs to be specifically relatable to your avatar.
Okay.
That's what matters, Yeah, like you want to, like, there's content on your page that I know you're posting to try to get views, but don't try to always get views with your talking content, as long as your talking content is highly relatable to your avatar.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have the best day of your life. Good to see you.
You too.
Bye-bye. Gina, what's up?
Ryan, how are you?
Best day of my life. How you doing? How's your New Year treating you?
Busy, and I'm really grateful for that. So I have you guys to thank for giving like the best program in the world. So thank you so much for that.
I wanted to check in on your mindset. I saw your post in the group. How you feeling?
I can't really lie. I'm, a bit on the struggle bus with that, but I'm just plowing forward and getting the work done. So I do have a lot of work, and that's one of my goals this year, is to really hone in and focus on that and make sure I'm addressing that closely.
Cool. What are you doing for that, for the deeper work?
Pardon me? Well, I do have some counseling lined up just for my own kind of personal trauma that I've gone through. So that's on the go, and just working at carving out that morning routine, that solid morning routine, and positive affirmations for sure.
I love that. Cool.
Wins are like 9 new clients since the end of December, which is freaking wild to me. I hit over 10K in December, which I was not anticipating. So I'm really thankful and proud of that. So that's where I'm at. But my question for you today is with regards to a support coach. So I really feel like the time has arrived for that support coach. I haven't sat down and watched the video, like just sitting here and putting my full attention to it. I was walking and like taking in some of that training. So I know I need to watch that over again. I guess my question therein lies, like, I do have some clients that I feel may be graduating from my program that won't renew come February. So I could see a bit of a dip in client retention then. And I'm at 39 clients. So should I be thinking support coach now if have some of the expectation that these clients have reached their goal weight and they voiced to me that probably aren't going to renew?
Yes. The reason I'll say yes is because of how freaking busy you are. Number one. And number two, I think that the amount that it would cost you, like $1,000 a month, to have somebody that can do a couple hours of work for you so you can get a couple hours of work back every day, 100% yes. Not just for the fact that it sets you up to scale, which it does, but also that it sets you up to have more mental sanity and clarity, which is important. So yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. I just kind of wanted your sticker of approval that I should take action. I do have somebody in mind that She actually does sales at one of the gyms that I used to work at, and she's really attentive. She knows trainer eyes. I need some help with like finishing out building some programming, and definitely with like the client delivery piece of it, because I have coursework that I want to do. Like there's just so many things I want to do that right now I'm just stuck in the business. And
Agreed.
I'm hoping that, 10 hours a week, is that a good place to start?
Oh yeah. Imagine what it would feel like to have 10 hours a week extra to yourself.
No.
That's where it starts.
Okay. So it's exciting to think that it's got all the way here. So
yeah, I'm proud of you. Good job.
Make sure that. Thank you very much. Thanks so much, Brian.
You're welcome. Hope you have a great day, Jen. Good to see you. Dual Danny, big dog, Dual Danny. What's up, bro? Tell me some wins. How we been since our last conversation? You're muted. I can't hear you. Big Danny.
Brother.
What's up?
Going, bro?
Amazing, bro. How you doing?
Hey, I'm alive. I can't complain. I feel sleepy as hell. This is me every time I come to the call, bro. I have to always come early mornings.
Yeah, I love it, bro. On that grind. Tell me some wins.
Honestly, I want to call it wins. Let's just say for the first time on the internet, I hit 12K since joining like November till right now. It's like 12K. But I feel like I could have done more because the amount of calls I was on from November till literally I got kind of pissed off and I stopped getting interested in booking more calls. And I was like, maybe I should just double down on getting better at sales and just work better on my back end, the back end with my clients and everything. Now I'm more focused on, am I pricing too high? And for now, should I kind of dump down my price a little bit?
I know why you're asking this question. You're asking this question because you didn't convert as many calls as you wanted to convert. How many calls have you gotten? Do you have those stats? Give me the stats.
I didn't calculate them.
Okay, moving forward. Okay. So I'm gonna give you some homework. Piece of homework number one. I want you to start tracking these numbers on a fucking weekly basis. All right. How many calls do you book?
Give you an idea.
Yeah.
Per week, I could give you an idea. I think around 20 calls.
20 calls per week. That's a fuckload. Okay. How many of those calls show up?
I'll say 90%.
That's great. Okay. So out of the calls that show up, how many do you close per week?
Yeah, that's bad. Like it's bad, bro. I can't even talk about it.
Tell me, you gotta fucking tell the truth.
I mean, December, I botched everything. Like, we start out great, and we get to the end of the call. They're just like, I can't physically afford it. That's their only objection. Like we go around it, the objection handling and everything, and then like I can't physically afford it because my initial price was around $2,500 for 6 months, and it was $1,500 for 3 months, and then I had $389 for like 9-month long term. And then later on, I switched my payment processor to Whoop, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me kind of dump down my price points a bit. And then I went from that to 1,600 for 16 weeks, and then 2,000 for 6 months. And I'm doing now like $400 for monthly recurring 6 months. Yeah, like is that a too much price for the fact that I'm still just starting out?
Nah,
it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not at all. So, Danny, here's the problem. Okay, I don't think the problem. So there's two problems. Problem number one is I think that it's likely that you're not qualifying prospects before the call. All right. So, do you have your pre-call Calendly questions set up?
I set it up last week.
Motherfucker, eh? Okay, so that means that you got a bunch of dudes that got on the call with you that they could have told you they was broke before you got on the call, and then you could have just avoided that. So now
I didn't watch the course.
Yo, Danny, now the truth comes out, eh? Now it comes out. Okay. Okay.
Up, bro.
It's okay. It's okay. So now you gotta watch Sales Mastery, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta watch the whole thing.
I've watched it now like 10 times over.
Okay.
Okay. I've watched it over and over.
Right now, when you send that call to a prospect and the prospect says, I don't have the funds, you literally just send them a message and you're like, hey, Danny, I just want to be transparent with you. My program is $1,200 for 16 weeks or $400 a month. Is that something that you can do, or are we on two different planets? And if they're like,
so
nah,
to be straightforward.
Oh yeah. If somebody says, because there's like 4 options, right? I have the money, I can invest, my budget's tight.
Yeah.
I don't have the money and I just want something free. If somebody answers one of these two things, like I just want something free or I don't have money, I'll just tell them how much it is. Because they told you they don't have money, you know? Sure. So that would be qualification number one. Qualification number two that you should do for people, Danny, is what country are you from? Because you're viral, right? Which means you got people booking from all over the fucking place. So if I were you, I would also figure out what country they're from. And unless somebody was from Canada, the UK, the United States, or Australia, I would not be taking those calls. Canada, UK, United States, Australia. Where are you from?
I'm in the UAE.
UAE or Dubai. Sorry, or Dubai. I guess that'd be good too. But it's like those would be like the 5 countries that I take calls from.
I literally don't get anybody from Dubai. Like most of my audience are like US, Brazil. Anytime I see a call from like Brazil, the name, I double check it on the chat and I just don't continue the chat anymore. I learned my lesson from that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So those would be the first 2 things that I would focus on is qualifying prospects harder and then figuring out what country they're from, only getting on calls with qualified prospects. That will decrease the amount of total calls that you get on. But the reason that that's important, Danny, is when you go fucking 0 for 20, bro, like your morale just goes oof. And when your morale goes down and you get on a call with a prospect that has the money that would buy, you're going to treat them like a broke prospect because you've been talking to broke prospects all week. And so they're not going to buy from you because they get the energy that you talk to brokies all the time. So it's just like that's where sales is an energy game. So decreasing the amount of calls that you have on your calendar, but only getting on calls that actually are qualified will allow you to just focus on the number one problem that you need to focus on, which is sales. So that's a part of the solution. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
The second part of the solution, Danny, is I want you to create a video sales letter. Do you know what a video sales letter is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Video sales letter is essentially a 10 to 15 minute long video. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Alex put this in the course. Yes? If Alex put this in the course, say yes. I believe he did. I just want to double confirm before I continue on to my rant. He said he did. I just want to make sure. Alex Sundar, did he put it in the course? I'm pretty sure 99.9% sure he did. If he didn't, I'm going to call Janelle right after this. Nobody said yes yet, but that's fine. Video sales letter, I believe is in the course. And if it's not, then I'm going to send it right after this fucking call.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
A video sales letter will be a 10 to 15 minute long video that you will send after you book a call with the prospect. Okay. So once the call is booked, then you're going to be like, cool, I've got this 15 minute training, Danny, that's going to teach you how to burn 10 to 15 pounds of body fat. It's going to show you exactly how we do things here. I want you to watch this before the call. So now the prospect is going to watch a 10 to 15 minute video of you being like, yo, what's up? Like, thanks so much for your interest in the program. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the system that I've used with over hundreds of women or hundreds of men to help them get absolutely jacked in 16 weeks. So I'm going to walk through how it works. So this is my client, Sean. He's da-da-da-da-da. This is my client, da-da-da-da-da. And you're just basically showing all the results of your program. And you send that before the call. So now you're only getting on the qualified prospects. And then before they actually show up for a call, they're watching a 10 to 15 minute video sales letter. So now they're going to show up to the call more likely and more ready to buy. That's going to solve your sales problem.
Love it. All right. I'll do that.
Done.
Do that. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Anything else, Danny?
For now, I like to take things one step at a time. I'll keep my questions and I'll show up to the call for the next one.
Okay, bro. Let's go make some money.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Peace. What's up, Rocky? Tell me some wins, big dog.
Brian, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Tell me some wins.
What's going on, brother? Hey, so I just wanted to let you know that the new program launched works great. And I remember you saying, guys, don't get discouraged if you don't get anything right away. And it's exactly what happened. I got 3 clients. One of them actually put a deposit down and pulled back last minute. But yeah, 3 clients signed up. Now, what I want to ask you, bro, is I've been struggling with moving on from doing face-to-face to online. That's been my biggest struggle. And what I've done is I've increased my prices, thinking that it's going to deter people from, joining. It didn't make much of a difference. If anything, it's been like extremely busy. What would you suggest I do? I'm thinking about maybe getting someone to help me with the online session, with the face-to-face sessions. How do I go about just making this transition easier? Yeah.
So it's a Rocky in your head, bro. If you, how committed are you to making this transition? Are you like lightly committed or fully committed?
I'm fully committed, but I obviously have the fear of the income dropping a lot, and then what if the usual stuff that what if it doesn't work? All that bullshit.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking work, bro. So that's the first thing. It's gonna work. All right. You achieve this level of success in person. That means that you know how to achieve success. It's like but you need to fully commit to the vehicle. And full commitment to the vehicle is very simple. It's like, bro, you just don't sell in person anymore. You just don't offer it.
Oh, shit.
When people come to you in person, you're literally like, hey, yeah, like I'm so glad you're interested in working with me. I'm actually completely transforming clients' lives online all around the world. Actually, let me show you one of my client transformations. This is my client, fucking John. I've never met this dude in my life, and he's down for 25 pounds. So, like, how much weight are you looking to lose specifically? Are you looking to lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 25 pounds? Okay, great. What does your nutrition look like? Oh, your nutrition's not good. Okay, perfect. And I'm just, boom, I'm going right into online. So it's like, we don't. And the reason that I'm transitioning out of in person is because I just wanted to get into a place where I could help people with their lifestyle habits, not just their training and nutrition in the gym. Because if you have a personal trainer and you do fucking 36 sessions with me, that's amazing. But what happens when those sessions expire? Well, when those sessions expire, you're just off to your own devices. And if you don't know how to eat and you don't know how to train on your own, then you're just going to go back to the way that you do things. The reason that I love online training is I'm going to completely transform your life and I'm going to teach you how to do it on your own. So like in-person trainer basically means you need somebody to hold your hand. Doing it on your own is hard, which is why you're coming to me. Online training is the bridge between having an in-person trainer and being able to do it on your own so that you're more likely to be successful when the program's done. So again, how much weight are you looking to lose, Rocky?
So a lot of the leads do come from the gym floor when they sign up. I've got a before and after information, a couple of photos, and people obviously hit me up for that. But a good point going forward, I'm just going to say, sorry guys, I'm full. I've got nothing, no spots available. I do have the online coaching.
I would just say, I'm transitioning fully into online. And the reason I'm because if you say my coaching spots are full, what they're going to say back to you is they're going to say, okay, I'll wait till one opens. Right. You're going to say, I'm transitioning fully into online. And the reason that I'm transitioning to online is because I believe in the model more, because I'm helping clients all around the world transform their life. And then you start showing social proof and then be like, how much weight are you looking to lose? And then you literally immediately just close it off and transition the conversation to online.
Gotcha. For the time being, do I need to hire anyone to help me out with anything? Would you recommend that, or just basically leave it at that?
Yeah, if you're busy enough where you could hire somebody and you would be able to you would be able to pay them so that you get to spend more time on your online coaching business, then that makes sense to me. It does make sense. But you obviously just need to make sure that the economics make sense. Like, can you hire them, still make money from your in-person business and also focus on your online? Or are you just going to hire them and then you're hiring them and you're basically going to lose money on that, and now you're losing money on that, plus you have to build your online. It's right. So it's like you just have to work out the economics.
Yeah, they got one of the guys at the gym. He's happy to help me out, but a lot of the clients, actually most of the clients that I'm already training, they don't want to go with anyone else. So I guess I just cut it off and start working from here. Yeah. Cool. No, all good, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Rocky. Have a good day, bro. Good to see you.
You go. Yeah.
Peace out. What's up, Lucy? Tell me some wins.
Win, I made it to this call and I raised my hand, which I've been definitely slacking on lately, which is uncharacteristic. And another win is we just re-signed an old client at a higher rate, and she had price objected me, but I moved it from a 6-month commitment to a 3-month commitment, which she was used to, and she was willing to pay more for that. So
love that.
That's a win.
Love that.
My question, I got 2 questions in regards to like recent sales or calls. Had this client reach out to me. She had signed up with I did group online coaching when I first started, so it was $120 for everyone getting the same workout program.
Yep.
And so she reached out to me wanting that program again, and I told her unfortunately I don't offer that, and I've added a lot more value, blah blah blah. Got on a call with her. She's like, okay, that's way more than I expected. Convinced her into it. She wanted to e-transfer me because that's always how she's paid me in the past. And so I was like, you know what? I trust you. You're on a 6-month commitment. You can e-transfer. She's like, cool, 15th. That's my payment date. And then she just recently messaged me telling me that she can't continue with the program due to needing to take care of her husband at the moment. And I know it's a smokescreen. I've tried offering to get on a call with her, and I've tried to do whatever I can in the DMs, but now she's just ghosting me. So I'm not really sure how to proceed, or if there's anything I should do, or just kind of leave it.
Well, you don't have any CC information, and she's on an e-transfer, so she could literally just ghost you for the rest of your life, and there would be no consequences. So you could try to give her a call and just be like, hey, I just wanted to check in with you personally, what's going on. But yeah, you don't have any leverage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So kind of
leave it. If it was mine, I would just be like, yeah, I'm just moving on.
Yeah. Okay. Second thing, I got on a sales call with a client, and by the end of the call, she was just 10 out of 10, ready to sign up. She's like, I don't care how much your program is. She's like, I discovered I was paying over $3,000 in a year on just takeout coffee. So take my money. And so I pitched her $2,500 for 6 months. She started having the drive right before I got to the price pitch, and she had to go pick up her husband. But she's like, send me the link, I'll pay for it. And then I booked a call with her that evening. She had to go to work, called her, hasn't picked up, has ghosted all my messages.
Dude, buyers are fucking liars.
Motherfucker.
Buyers are fucking liars. Fuck that. I fucking hate that. That's why I never trust buyers, dude. Never. You can't fucking listen to anything they say. Fucking liars, dude. They're all liars.
It was so ridiculous.
I'll give you the exact words of what I would say. Yo, Lucy, what's going on? Hope you're having the best day of your entire life. I wanted to send you a video because you told me that you spent $3,000 on takeout coffees last year. Okay. $3,000. So not only do we need to cut that out because we don't need to be spending $3,000 on takeout coffees, you also said take my money at the end of the call because you're ready to transform your life. I'm 100% confident I can help you drop that 25 pounds that we talked about on the call. Let's get this thing going, girl. I believe in you 100%. I got your back. I'm on your team. Let's rock and roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let her know.
Okay.
Okay.
Good call. Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Guys, I appreciate you. Have the best day of your entire life. Love y'all. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at @TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.